Hey you guys, Lacey and Steve here from Duo Reacts. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching our video. We are watching Game of Thrones, Season 7, Episode 1, and this one is called Dragonstone.
Dragonstone.
Yes, so before we get into the episode, I do have just a couple questions for you.
Oh, okay.
And then we will get into it. First question is from AnnAlive5.
AnnAlive5.
At the very start of your Game of Thrones journey, I asked if there were any spoilery answers to any questions that you wanted answered. Steve wanted, at that point, to know about Jon Snow and his heritage. What the what? Could he ever have imagined all of that? Love you guys. So could you...
No.
Back then, when you said if there was one thing that you'd want, you know, an answer to, it'd be, like, what's Jon Snow's story? Like, what's going on with him? And now,
wow.
Come to find out, after everything we've learned, did you have any idea that it would be that big?
Not even. Yeah. Not even close.
Right. Crazy.
I just want to know what the story was, not not that.
I didn't necessarily have, like, it wasn't like, oh, I want to know who Jon's mother is. It wasn't like that. It was more like, what's his...
Yeah, how did it happen?
Yeah. Next question is from Nicole12129.
Good question.
Yeah, very
Nicole.
Good. Nicole. What are the top 5 reunions that you would like to see happen in Season 7?
Well, the first one that probably stands out would be Arya reuniting with sister and brother. I would like to see that.
Okay.
Let's think of some other ones. Maybe Tyrion maybe running into Jaime.
Okay.
To see where that is. How that relationship is. I'd like the dragons to meet Westeros.
Okay. I mean, that's not really a reunion.
Oh, yes, it would be.
Because they've never been to Westeros.
It'll be a reunion.
Like maybe Arya and the Hound. That might be a fun one.
Well, Arya needs to reunite with many.
Jon and Arya would be a great one.
Sam and Jon.
Sam and Jon, that would be a great one.
Great reunion again.
Yeah.
Brienne and maybe Jaime again.
Brienne and Jaime, okay.
What about Bran and Tyrion?
Bran and Tyrion? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Bronn and Tyrion.
Oh, Bronn. I was like, Bran. Okay. Bronn and Tyrion, that would be a good one too, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's 5, right?
I think so, yeah. Next question is from Yuri Mainham.
Yuri.
If any, what are your death predictions for this season?
Oh, boy.
Do you predict any major deaths?
There was a lot wiped out when
Marjorie, Cersei even killed her own uncle in that whole thing, Kevin Lannister.
Yes.
Mace Tyrell is gone. Loras and Marjorie are gone. The High Sparrow is gone. I mean, there's a lot of
deaths.
Yeah.
Season 7. Huh. Well, I can tell you who I don't think's going to die. I don't think Jon.
Okay.
If he was going to die, it definitely would have been.
He would have died. He would have died already.
Jeez.
That's a tough one.
Anyone left is like people that I would have taken into Season 8. Honestly.
So you don't think any of these main characters are gonna die?
I don't think any. No, I don't think Cersei yet. I don't think
Sansa, Arya,
Arya,
Bran,
Jon,
they're all safe in your
Bran.
eyes.
Maybe.
We got Theon, Yara. We got new character from last season, Euron. We still have Olenna. She's still around. We still have the Sand Snakes. We still have them. We still have the Hound, Tormund. I mean, we have a lot of characters left. You think that most of them are going to be pretty safe?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Maybe the Sand Snakes.
Okay. Those would be your, like, maybe
People of Dorne.
The people of Dorne.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to, like, jinx it.
Okay. Well, that's probably smart.
I almost believe that what's set on this table right now is what could lead into
Season 8.
Season 8.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all the questions I
I
have
think there's
until
going to be
after.
a lot of deaths in 8, though.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. All right, then we will get started on
Good
Dragonstone.
question. That one really stumped me. So.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But let's do it.
Let's get it on.
Like Donkey Kong. Ooh, we got a cold open.
What, third one?
I think this is the third or fourth one. There hasn't been too many.
You're wondering why I brought you all here. After all, we just had a feast. Since when does old Walter give us 2 feasts in a single fortnight? Well, it's no good being Lord of the Riverlands if you can't celebrate with your family. That's what I say. I've gathered every Frey who means a damn thing, so I can tell you my plans for this great house now that winter has come. But first, a toast. Proper wine for proper heroes. Stand together. Not you. I'm not wasting good wine on a damn woman. Maybe I'm not the most pleasant man. I'll admit it, but I'm proud of you lot. You're my family, the men who helped me slaughter the Starks at the Red Wedding. Yes. Cheer. Butchered a woman pregnant with her babe. At the throat of a mother of 5. Slaughtered your guests after inviting them into your home. But you didn't slaughter every one of the Starks. That was your mistake. You should have ripped them all out, root and stem. Leave one wolf alive, and the sheep are never safe.
God. What in the hell?
When people ask you what happened here, tell them the North remembers.
Oh my God.
Tell them winter came for House Frey.
Oh shit. Oh my God. I was like, what in the hell is he doing there?
Did you think it was a flashback
Yeah,
or something?
yeah.
You're like, is he killing all of his people because they left some of the Starks alive? What the hell?
Wow. Holy shit. Holy shit.
That's our Arya.
Cut his face off.
Just took out every single fray.
Oh my
Except
god.
the women, just the men.
I can't even dance. That just blew me away. What an opener.
Yeah. That's our girl.
This is never going to end, is it? In a good way. I say it in a good way.
Arya is getting vengeance for her. I love how she did that.
God. You should have ripped them out by the root.
You should have ripped them out, root and stem. I
Yep.
love how she says, leave one wolf alive, and the sheep are never safe.
Oh, shit.
That is our girl Arya.
Night King.
It's quite a storm brewing there.
This is the dude I've been waiting for. It's just like camouflage, like. Oh, hell no. Oh my god. A giant. They got them 2 giants. 3, where? Oh my god. That is not good.
That is
They
not
are
good.
so screwed.
Oh, Bran's at the wall.
Take that back. He's going to end up dead.
You were at the Fist of the First Men.
Bran?
You were at Hardhome.
That guy? Ed?
You've seen the army of the dead. You've seen the Night King. He's coming for us. For all of us.
He's not far behind.
Let's get them inside.
Why is Ed, like, super reminding me of Gior Mormont right there? I don't know why, but, like, just, like, the expression on his face or something. Like, very serious, like Gior was. I don't know. That was weird.
You better freeze that tunnel.
Like John suggested way back in season 4.
To scour their records for any.
You expect me to put a spear in my granddaughter's hand?
I don't plan on knitting by the fire while men fight for me. I might be small, Lord Glover, and I might be a girl, but I am every bit as much a northerner as you.
Indeed you are, my lady. No one
And
is
I don't
questioning.
need your permission to defend the north. We'll begin training every man, woman, boy, and girl on Bear Island.
While we're preparing.
Looks like we're at the Night's Watch now.
If they breach the wall, the first 2 castles in their path are...
Give the castles to the families of the men who died fighting for you.
I mean, I get it.
My father always said, the man who passes the sentence should swing the sword, and I have tried to live by those words. But I will not punish a son for his father's sins, and I will not take a family home away from a family it has belonged to for centuries. That is my decision, and my decision is final. Then over. For centuries our families fought side by side on the battlefield. I ask you to pledge your loyalty once again to House Stark. Yesterday's wars don't matter anymore. The North needs to band together. All the living North. Will you stand beside me, Ned and Alice, now and always?
Now and always.
I have to agree with John's decision there because
I like Sansa's reasoning.
Like Sansa had good reasoning, but
Boy,
now
old,
they still have
Old Twinkle Toes sitting there in the
Twinkle
frickin'
toes.
back.
When you question my decisions in front of the other
He's
laws
gonna
and
play
makers,
on
you
that.
undermine me.
You can't question
Likely.
your decisions.
Of course you can, but
You have to be smarter than father. You need to be smarter than Rob. I loved them, I missed them, but they made stupid mistakes and they both lost their heads for it.
then how should I be smarter?
If you're her enemy, she'll never stop until she's destroyed you. Everyone who's ever crossed her, she's found a way to murder.
You almost sound as if you admire her.
I learned a great deal from her.
Yeah. What not to do.
How not to be.
Oh, she changed the colors. Quick.
Yeah.
You've been quiet since you came home. You're angry with me.
No, not angry.
You afraid of me?
Should I be?
Smart.
Those are some pretty awesome looking ships.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
Wow.
Look at the. Wow.
Your own Greyjoy didn't come here for that.
What did he come here for?
A queen.
No shit.
Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to grow up and marry the most beautiful woman in the world. So here I am, with 1,000 ships and 2 good hands.
Wow.
I decline your proposal.
Why?
You're not trustworthy. You've broken promises to allies before and murdered them at the nearest opportunity.
You should try it. Feels wonderful. I don't expect you to trust me outright. You need proof of my honest intentions. In my opinion, the surest way to a woman's heart is with a gift. A priceless gift. I won't return to King's Landing until I have that for you.
What's his gift?
Yes. What? Sam, you're killing me.
Why does the soup have to look just like shit?
It does. I just. Oh.
Poor Sam.
I can see them making a funny video out of that.
You're a lucky man.
Oh.
I've heard you beat
Tormund.
in single combat.
He's in love.
What do you want that you do not have?
At the moment, peace and quiet.
She sounds like a mother.
I need to seize the last word with Baelish. I assume it was something clever.
My lady. My lady.
For she was a secret treasure. She was his shame and bliss. And the chain and the keep are nothing. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm. For hands of gold are always...
You know who that
It's a
is?
pretty song. I've never heard it before.
It's a new one.
He's a singer.
Ed
I want to steal your
Sheeran.
feet.
Ed Sheeran.
You're not
Yep.
stealing, we're
Wow.
offering.
But my mother always told me to be kind to strangers. Strangers be kind to you.
Damn it, I was going to kill him.
God dang it, now I guess I have to be nice.
So why's a nice girl on our own headed to King's Landing?
Oh shit, here's where the truth comes out.
I'm going to kill the Queen.
I knew it.
They're like, you know, that's our queen, right?
No, really.
She was like, I was hoping you guys were gonna start fighting me.
Bad night to be outdoors.
But you thought I was joking, so okay, I'll start laughing.
Wow.
I'd say they were starving, and rather than let his little girl suffer, he ended it for both of them. Doesn't matter now. No, doesn't matter now. Come over here. Don't worry, the fire won't bite. It's my fucking luck I end up with a band of fire worshippers. Almost seems like divine justice. There's no divine justice, you dumb cunt. If there was, you'd be dead. And that girl would be alive. What do you see? Logs burning. Keep looking. Ice. A wall of ice. The wall. What else? It's where the wall meets the sea. There's a castle there. There's a mountain. Looks like an arrowhead. The dead are marching past. Thousands of them. Do you believe me now, Clegane? Do you believe we're here for a reason?
What in the hell?
We asked the Father to judge us with mercy. We asked the Mother to... I don't remember the rest. I'm sorry you're dead. You deserve better. Both of you.
Wow. The Hound's become emotional.
He's changed.
Something's gonna happen here. I freaking knew it.
Has she come yet? The Dragon Queen. Daenerys Stormborn.
Haven't heard anything.
Does that voice sound familiar?
Yeah.
I knew it did.
Jorah.
Yep.
It's beautiful. So this place is abandoned?
Yeah, this is where Stannis was.
Yeah.
This is where Aegon the Conqueror first landed in
Right.
Westeros. So it's their ancestral home, technically.
Sam sends John a letter. There's a bunch
There's a
of
mountain of dragon glass on Dragonstone.
where they're at. Can you say collision path?
There's a collision course a-brewing.
Yep. Really?
That's Stannis's banners. She's like, get this shit out of here.
little bit of cleaning and this place will look like new.
It is a pretty cool looking throne, though.
Yeah, it is.
To be honest. It's so weird seeing that room.
I know.
Where Stannis was always brooding and...
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's cool. That's actually the first time I've noticed that.
A dragon on the wall?
Yeah. And that table is a map.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It'll do.
It'll do.
Shall we begin?
There she goes again with shall we begin?
Shall we begin? Okay, so season 7, episode 1. What'd you think about the season opener?
Oh, the opening was mind-blowing.
Yeah, I was sitting here and I wanted to say something like so bad, like, are you thinking this is a flashback? Or like, what are you thinking?
That's exactly what I thought it was.
But then I was like, I'll just let him watch. I'm not going to say anything because I didn't want to potentially...
I thought they were playing something so we'd catch something and then...
I knew you had no idea that it was Arya until that face came off.
Until the face came off.
And then you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's get into some questions here, because that will definitely brew some conversations about this episode and
yeah, here we
everything. Go. First question is from Frankie Boombats.
Love the name, Frankie Boombats.
Awesome name, Frankie. Ain't Arya the best for the coldest cold open in TV history?
That's badass.
That was definitely badass. I definitely, I suspected when I first watched this episode that at first I was like, well, maybe this is a flashback. But then once I heard him start talking about how you killed a mother of 5 and a woman pregnant with her babe, and I was like, that's gotta be Arya. But I love how you did not know that it was Arya.
No, not even a little bit.
Next question is from Paula C.
Paula C.
I think it is interesting how Game of Thrones sometimes shows the same scenario from different perspectives. For example, Robb refusing to battle Jaime one-on-one was seen as smart. So that was season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But Ramsay refusing to battle Jon one-on-one was cowardly.
Yeah.
In this episode, Sansa seems to have forgotten how she nearly had everything taken from her after being named the child of a traitor. If Cersei had done to her what Sansa proposed here for the Umbers and Karstarks, who do you think would have been granted Winterfell and guardianship of the North? That's a good question because it would... I honestly can't remember who was loyal to the Lannisters back then.
Who was loyal to them?
In season 1, because if they...
Everything was ran out of fear.
Yeah.
So
it might not have necessarily... But would Cersei have said, okay, we're going to give Winterfell to a house that's loyal to us because you're the daughter of a traitor... But I honestly can't remember what houses were loyal to the Lannisters back then.
I
can't remember, to be honest.
I can't recall.
But
I really cannot
that
recall.
does spark a good discussion about the fact, like, who was right and who was wrong, because you were clearly kind of siding with Sansa there. Like, I agree, maybe they should do that, but ultimately I think Jon made the right decision because ultimately
obviously
they were able to keep the Umbers and Karstarks on their side. You know, we should all band together. I think they were both right in their respective ways. Like Sansa, you definitely should.
I know what Sansa was doing. She's
Yeah.
trying to set Jon up and her up for success.
Right. And, next question, and I apologize if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Action Malikov.
Action.
Hey guys, love your reactions. Greetings from Azerbaijan. I probably said that so wrong. I'm so sorry. You might not have heard of it, but hey, that's okay. For episode 7-1, do you remember what Dany said about braided hair to Viserys in the first season with the Dothraki? Remember how she told, you haven't earned any braids yet, because the Dothraki, for every braids in their hair or whatever, and how long their hair is, and all that, determines how many victories they've had.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Look at her hair now.
Yeah.
Lots of very intricate braids.
Very good observation on that.
That is a very good observation.
Wow. Excellent.
Yeah.
Malikov, that was good.
That was good. Next question is from Marcia Roja. Or yeah, I think I said that right. I could be wrong. Thanks to you guys for this amazing journey.
Thank you.
I enjoy every time watching your videos. I love you from Chile. Awesome.
Yes.
Here are my questions. What do you think could be the gift that Euron had promised to Cersei?
Oh boy, what could it be? It's got to be something big and something that's going to...
Something priceless, he said. So.
The first thing that came to mind was he was using a lot of not metaphors, but...
talking about family, brothers, like...
Yes. So
maybe
the first
you should kill a brother or two. It feels wonderful or something.
I feel like Tyrion...
So you think he's going to try and capture Tyrion?
I don't know how.
Okay.
But that seemed like the first thing that came to my mind. Now, I don't think it's that easy.
Okay.
It's going to be something definitely a part of Daenerys.
Okay.
I think it'll be something...
he's going to bring her somebody. So you're saying he's going to bring her a person? Or...
It just feels as if it's going to be something near and dear to Daenerys.
Okay.
Now that could be Tyrion, a dragon, and I don't see either of those two. That'd be so hard to do.
I like how he was like shooting shit towards Jaime though. Like,
big time.
I mean, like, I don't like that, but it's entertaining to watch.
It'll be interesting to watch how Jaime reacts towards him.
Right. Yeah.
But I do like how Cersei kind of shot him down.
Right. Like you're not trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pretty quick. Even though I hate Cersei, that'd be a great companion for her.
Well, I mean, Yara...
Two good hands.
Yeah, right. And, well, Yara and Theon both said that when they were talking to Dany, once he gets what he wants from you, he's going to get rid of you. Yeah. So do you think it would be the same, like, if he were to...
Oh, yeah.
And Cersei probably knows that. Like, well, what... Like, she's not stupid.
Yeah, if she marries him, then he becomes...
King.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically speaking.
Right.
He's going out to impress. So it's got to be something big. It's got to be something very, very big. And the only two big things I can think of is a dragon somehow.
Okay.
Or
her brother.
Yeah, but either seems impossible to me.
Right. I mean, Tyrion's pretty well protected right now around...
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Next question is from Josh.
Josh.
Upon viewing the giant map of Westeros painted on the floor, Jaime recalls a childhood memory of Tywin forcing him to study every obscure city and river on the map. As the eldest son of a powerful nobleman, he was able to both conquer his dyslexia and memorize a continent from end to end, all the while becoming the second greatest living swordsman. What are your thoughts on the amount of pressure he's had to live up to? That is an incredible amount of pressure.
Well, Jaime in himself is an amazing character.
Yeah. And I think that's part of the reason why he's such a complex character, that he has had so much pressure to live up to this great name of the Lannister. And, you know, with the Mad King stuff that happened and how everybody calls him Oathbreaker and Kingslayer and, you know, all that. I think That's what makes him so complex.
People disrespect him but respect him.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And
they respect him because of his name.
I don't know that he absolutely trusts Cersei anymore, because he made that very clear. Like,
she was like, "Are you afraid of me?" And he's like, "Should I be?"
That shouldn't be a question you ask your sister
lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of him, he's paying attention to what in the hell's going on now.
Right.
Okay.
Next question is from Argus Straub.
Argus.
How did you feel about that Ed Sheeran cameo? A lot of fans thought it was jarring and pulled them out of the moment. And I don't personally agree with that.
I don't agree with it.
I don't agree with it. It's
Didn't
just
bother
like
me
any
one way or another.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool he was in the movie.
I thought it was cool. Yeah. I thought it was a cool little thing. I mean, it's obvious that Ed Sheeran is a Game of Thrones fan, and I thought that was pretty cool to see. I don't feel like it pulled me out of the moment. It'd be like seeing any other, like...
I stayed true to what Arya was doing. If you even watch the video back, which I don't know how you're going to edit it, but you're going to see that didn't take away from my...
No, it didn't.
I mean, I was into her character and how she was going to answer them, or what she said.
Yeah.
And what was going to happen.
Next question is from Tanika.
Tanika.
You said, after Season 6, Episode 3, you said Arya didn't need the House of Black and White, that she could kill the people on her list without the things she was learning there. At the beginning of this episode, we see her essentially wipe out the entirety of House Frey. Do you think she would have been able to do this without the lessons and poisons that she had when she was allowed back into the House of Black and White while she was still blind? Do you still think the House of Black and White was useless? And if not, what else did she learn there that might make it easier for her on her quest to finish her list and kill Cersei, the Mountain, the Red Woman, etc.?
Ate my own words pretty quick.
She
Tanika,
definitely learned.
That was great. I'm glad you remembered me saying that. There's no way I believe she could have taken out all those people.
There was a lot of stuff that she learned.
In an epic fashion, like she did.
Yeah.
Like, literally, she could have poisoned their drinks and never said anything, but what made it best was she was able to say the words, and they get to hear it. She was able
to be Walder Frey.
Yes. Yeah. And get to hear as they're choking and dying.
Yeah.
So the last thing they hear is...
Leave one wolf alive.
Yes.
And the sheep are never
That's
safe.
what you go to your grave with. And Tanika, that was... I ate my words big time. Did not see that coming, nor did I think anything about her training there was going to
pay off.
Yeah. And I was so wrong.
Definitely paid off.
Big time wrong.
Yeah. Next question is from Gabriel.
Gabriel.
With your military background, what would you suggest to Dany if you were one of her advisors right about now? Should she play defense, acquire territories, launch an offensive while she has the element of surprise, obtain supply routes, negotiate? Like, what would you suggest to Dany right now? She just got to Dragonstone. She's ready to start her...
She just got there. Mm-hmm. So I find it really amazing that you would say figure out the supply chain.
Okay.
Because with everything, these are people that need to eat, need to conquer, they need to be strong, Mm-hmm. So yes, the last thing you said is probably the most important part about going to a foreign area is to learn what's there to eat, how can we survive the supply chain, how are we going to take care of our people,
and
dragons. I mean,
we know
everything.
that Highgarden is on their side.
Right.
Highgarden is the major producer of, food and all of that in the area. So they need to have that supply route. I mean, they need to, so you're saying start there.
That would be my...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then it's pretty much have paved the way right to the capital city.
Okay. Next question is from Hayworth Novak.
Hayworth.
What do you think of Sansa wanting to do with the Karstark and Umber heirs, more or less, what was done to her when she was labeled a traitor's daughter? Do you think she is right to want revenge on them all, or like Jon, it's not okay to blame the children and take away their homes for the sins of their fathers? Plus, the North needs to be united. So that's kind of what we were talking about earlier.
I was conflicted during the speech. Yeah. I thought Sansa's words, and I was like, she's right, and I said it. Mm-hmm. Then Jon spoke up, and I'm like, holy shit, that's a really good theory.
He's right, too. Yeah.
And it ended up being a win situation for Jon and Sansa, and I think she realized that afterwards.
I think, she was questioning him in front of people, but I think that the important thing is that they take advice from each other.
I think that conversation shouldn't have been held.
It shouldn't have been in front of everybody.
Right, because that showed Littlefinger a little sliver of...
She was undermining him in front of everybody, which she shouldn't have done. But at the same time, they should have done that, in a council room somewhere or whatever. Right. Yeah, and then, listen to each other and feed off of each other.
Watching your leaders be divided is... never a good thing, which we see a lot in the world.
Yes, we do. Next question is from Hanjak. At the end of season 6, Sansa kept secret from Jon the fact that she reached out to Littlefinger, despite trying to convince him to wait for more men. Then, during the King of the North chant, Littlefinger and Sansa share a mysterious look. Now, after this episode, we see Sansa openly challenging Jon's authority in front of everyone. Do you believe that perhaps Sansa might be deciding to side with Littlefinger in order to take her rightful hold on the North?
No.
Yeah, we see in this episode that she's kind of really annoyed by Littlefinger, and she even said, I know exactly what he wants. So,
can I tell you what I think he wants?
Yeah.
I think he wants to be with her.
Okay.
He
said it in the last episode. I want the Iron Throne and you by my side. That's what he said in the last episode in 6:10. So we know what he wants. He wants Sansa to be his queen, and he wants the Iron Throne.
She's a true Stark that holds a good name.
Holds the North.
And Jon is kind of in his way right now.
Yeah.
But what does Littlefinger know? I don't know. When we watched that R plus L equals J, when she was talking about...
And then he kidnapped my aunt and raped her, and he had a very weird look on his face, like maybe he knew something that she doesn't know. That's the look he gave,
that he knew.
Yeah.
He knew something.
So what does...
You're naive, Sansa.
Yeah. So what does he know?
That's the look I think he gave her.
Okay.
And she didn't really see that, but...
No, she didn't. No.
He's holding some cards.
He's holding some stuff back still. Next question is from Sarah. Arya tells the phrase that not killing every single Stark was a mistake because leave one wolf alive and the sheep are never safe.
I love it.
She then asks the newest wife of Walder Frey, tell them winter came for House Frey. When she tells others what happened, she seems to be trying to create a dominance, a fear and respect for House Stark that is not unlike what Tywin did when he obliterated House Reyne for rebelling against House Lannister. Do you think that this is a wise strategy, and do you ultimately think her obliterating the Freys will leave House Stark more or less safe than before? She's taking some stuff she learned from old Tywin there.
I like her move.
I would have to agree.
I like her move. I'm pretty sure that I'll be eating my words again by saying that. But I think Sansa has a goal. and a death list.
You mean Arya does?
Arya.
Yeah.
What'd I say?
You said Sansa.
Well, she does too. She took care of one of hers, but...
Well, she not only killed Walder Frey, which was on her list, she took out all of his sons.
Well, they were all in on the killing of her family.
Yep. But I think that you're exactly right, Sarah, is that she took a page out of Tywin Lannister's book to create fear. You know, leave one wolf alive and the sheep are never safe. Yeah, tell them that winter came for House Frey. The North remembers.
And who's going to take over that little piece of property now that...
The only ones she left alive were the women.
Yeah.
The daughters and the wife. That's it. So the only Freys remaining are the women that I know of. So... Next question is from Craig Kostelecki.
Craig.
This show has given us some of the most gruesome and violent deaths ever filmed, but was anything more vomit-inducing than the soup and poop montage
I knew he was coming with
Sam working at the Citadel.
Think you're gonna watch in the video?
Yeah, Steve did not like that.
There's a couple things I can't stand. I can't stand the smell of vomit.
That's true.
And just as much
poo.
Number two.
Number
like
two.
It's I could just...
Yeah.
I wanted to get sick.
You guys can imagine when our babies were babies, Steve didn't really change too many poopy diapers. Now, if it was just pee, if it was just pee diapers, he's like, okay, I'll change it. But if it was poopy... I'll share
stories someday. I'll let you do that.
Next question is from Christian Gore.
Christian.
How cool is Euron Greyjoy in that total dick way of pushing Jaime's buttons?
He did.
He was pushing his buttons all right.
Every which way.
That was pretty cool.
2 good hands.
With 2 good hands.
Try killing a brother.
Yep.
Makes you feel good. Yeah, he was pushing limits.
He was purposely trying to push Jaime's buttons. Just 3 more.
Okay.
Silver of House Storm.
Silver.
Arya literally killed it in the opening scene of the season. Exactly how awesome was it seeing the Freys finally get what's coming to them for a long time? Leave one wolf alive and the sheep are never safe. Mm-hmm. Also, the North remembers. Winter came for House Frey.
Love it.
If you could only choose one, which one of these would you have on a t-shirt? I would pick leave one wolf alive and the sheep are never safe. That's what I would pick.
Yeah.
That quote is like...
Yeah, that quote...
Top notch.
Yeah.
I love that.
You could so do a cool shirt like that. Yeah.
Oh, I know I could.
Yeah. Silver, that's good. Yeah. That's one I would pick.
That's a good one. Next question is from Cory.
Cory.
If you noticed, the last scene with Daenerys' arrival to Westeros was without dialogue until the very end. The direction focused mostly on her emotional experience arriving to Dragonstone and Westeros.
Yep.
What thoughts do you think were going through her mind throughout this experience?
Think a lot when you come home to a place that...
She literally was a baby when she was last there.
And the history of it, thinking that, her family... This was theirs.
Yeah.
I loved how she pulled the banner down.
Yep.
That kind of said to me that I'm home.
Yeah.
It felt home to her. She felt the sand.
Yeah.
She took in the moments. She looked up the stairway going up. Everything.
She took in every moment. Yeah.
You could feel her reflection.
Yeah.
It was a great reflection moment for her. And now it's down to business.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
I agree. And there was one thing that some of the fans wanted to point out to you that I don't know if you noticed in the Battle of the Bastards episode at the beginning with the...
Battle of the Bastards.
with the dragons and Dany and all that in the very beginning of that episode.
Yeah.
When Drogon was up on the roof and he jumped down to stand right next to her.
Yeah.
She was actually pointing to where she wanted him to land.
I think you showed me that, or you said something about it, but
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't capture that at all.
Yeah.
All I know is that the dragon jumped down.
Yeah,
landed.
Basically, it was to show that she has total control over her dragons.
I wish I could see that part again.
Well, I'll have to show. Well, I'll go back.
I believe you totally, but I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I didn't even catch it either, to be honest.
Mesmerized by the scene.
A very powerful scene, for sure. But I just thought I'd bring that up because it just goes to show she has total control now over the dragons, which is awesome.
Yes.
Last question.
Okay.
Elizabeth Astorino.
Elizabeth.
How are you feeling about the path that Cersei is on now after Maggie the Frog's prophecy played out and all of her golden crowned children are now wrapped in golden shrouds, and we know that according to Tyrion, her one redeeming quality aside from her cheekbones is the love of her children. Also, as a side note, since Cersei always knew this was her prophecy, could that explain most of her actions? Is she a Grey character as well? What is she to do now, and do you have faith she can keep the same power? Because, as we also know, power is power.
Okay, that's a good question. I felt, and I could be wrong, because I'm really getting things wrong now. Once that final child died, I saw the cold come over and the conquer of who she really is coming out.
Okay.
She is ahead of the curve.
Okay.
And now I think someone that has nothing left to fear is someone to be a danger now. Did I say that right?
Yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
she has nothing left to fear because her one redeeming quality.
Her one fear
was something happening to her children. Yeah. She would have done anything for her children. Now all of her children are gone, so it's like, what does she have to be scared of anymore? What does she have to lose anymore?
Well, I mean, Jaime had no idea about the ships pulling up, and then she goes,
Here they?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, she's already on top of it.
So you think she'll be one step ahead of...
I'm not so sure she isn't playing Euron.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest.
I guess we'll just have to see what's to come. She's a very smart woman. I mean,
she's a tactician.
She is a lot like her father in that respect. Like, she told Jaime, it's like, you know, I was the one actually paying attention to what father was always spewing off the mouth about all the time. So yeah, she's smart, and I'll give her that.
She's more dangerous than you know. She's as smart as Tyrion.
She's exactly. I agreed.
She's as for war plans as good as her father, if not better, and she uses her skills very well, and she has the power of Jaime with the mountain. I mean,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
True. And I mean, her thing is,
what does she have to fear other than...
She's a lot more dangerous than Tywin ever was, though, too, because she just straight blew up half the town. Tywin would have never done that. But Cersei, she don't give 3 fucks. So I think she's more dangerous than her father ever was. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
Be interesting to watch her character move forward. And, I mean, she literally... obliterated people.
It's funny how in season 2, when we did our Deadpool for the first time, you said that Cersei would be dead by now, and Joffrey would be the one still around. Let's swallow that for a second, you guys. Cersei is definitely not dead, and definitely still one of the most one of the most powerful players right now.
Big time.
Yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed.
I hope, yeah.
We are going to end this video here. Please give a like on this video. Leave your comments and questions below. Subscribe if you're not already. And make sure you hit that notification bell to be reminded when our new videos pop up. And I hope you guys have an amazing and awesome day.
Hope amazing happens to you. Peace out.